Hello viewers, I am Ayuade Adedeji Moses. I'm a clinical nutritionist and a nutritional consultant at Adidas Nutrition Consult. Today, I'll be talking about diabetes mellitus, the effect of added sugar in our body system. According to International Diabetes Federation, IDF, it is reported that people living with diabetes has increased from 108 million in 1980 to 463 million in 2019. The prevalence of diabetes among adults which are over 18 years of age has been seen to increase from 4.7% in 1980 to 9.3% in 2019. By 2030, it is believed and it has been projected that the number of people living with diabetes would have doubled by that time, with the number of people currently living with diabetes now. In 2016, 1.6 million deaths are linked to diabetes, while in 2012, 2.2 million deaths are linked to high blood glucose. In 2016, diabetes is the leading cause of death around the world. According to International Diabetes Federation, 14.7 million people are living with diabetes in Africa. It is believed that Africa will have the largest increase of people living with diabetes from 2019 to 2045. There are undiagnosed burden of diabetes among adult people in Africa. And this undiagnosed burden of diabetes among people living in Africa reaches up to 66.7%. It is documented that around 4.7 million adults in Nigeria are living with type 2 diabetes. Diabetes kills more than HIV, tuberculosis, and malaria. Around 15% of total cases of diabetes mellitus are for type 1 diabetes, while the rest of 85% cases are for type 2 diabetes. When we are talking about sugars, we have naturally occurring sugars and we have the added sugars. The naturally occurring sugars are found in fruits and vegetables. When we are talking about the added sugars, these are the culprits for type 2 diabetes, heart diseases, and obesity. Added sugars can be found in soft drinks, fruit juices, baked products, processed foods, breads, biscuits, canned fruit juices. Added sugars are non-nutritive. There is no nutritional gain or benefit of consuming added sugars. When consuming or eating added sugar, it should be consumed sparingly or used sparingly. The process of breakdown of natural sugars in the body is the same process of breakdown of added sugars in the body. 1 gram of sugar gives 4 kilocalories, and 4 grams of sugars equals 1 teaspoon of sugar. According to American Heart Association, concerning the daily requirements of sugar, women shouldn't consume more than 100 calories of sugar per day, and this is 24 grams of sugar or 6 teaspoons of sugar. And for men shouldn't consume more than 150 calories of sugar per day, and that is 36 grams of sugar or 9 teaspoons of sugar. Calories from sugar shouldn't exceed 10% of normal daily dietary recommendation of an individual. When talking about diabetes in simple terms is a metabolic disease that occurs when the level of blood glucose is higher than the normal range. The normal range of blood sugar level for fasting blood sugar is 70 to 99 mg per deciliter, while pre-diabetic or borderline is 100 to 125 milligram per deciliter, and diabetes is 125 milligram per deciliter and above. Glucose is the source of energy in the body. Glucose is stored in the liver as glycogen. We get glucose from the food we consume or eat. When food is consumed or eaten, food is broken down and glucose is absorbed into the bloodstreams. And after this, it is transported to active cells where it will be useful. Insulin is an hormone which is produced to help glucose to be absorbed by the cells. Insulin is produced by an organ named pancreas, and pancreas is situated behind the stomach. Insulin lowers the level and amount of sugar in the bloodstream. When the amount of blood glucose drops, the secretion of insulin into the bloodstream also drops. Diabetes occurs when the body of an individual is not producing enough insulin, or the insulin produced by the body of an individual is not effective. Diabetes currently has no cure, but it can be managed through dietary management. These are the risk factors that can predispose an individual into having diabetes. 1. Overweight. 2. Family history of diabetes. 3. Low level of high-density lipoprotein cholesterol. 4. Polycystic ovary. 5. High triglycerides. 6. Sedentary lifestyle. 7. High blood pressure. 8. Hereditary and genetics. 9. Age more than 45 years. These are the risk factors that can predispose an individual into having diabetes. The following are the symptoms of diabetes: excessive weight loss, excessive or increased thirst, excessive or increased hunger, frequent urination, blurry vision, and sores that are slow to heal. In men, it can bring symptoms such as reduced sex drive and erectile dysfunction. And in women, it can bring symptoms such as dry and itchy skin and infections of the urinary path. Complications of diabetes include the following: heart attack, stroke, foot damage that can lead to amputation, hearing loss, dementia, vision loss or damage, and nerve damage. Thank you for viewing this video. In the next video, which will be the second part of this video, I'll be talking about the types of diabetes that we have and the dietary management of diabetes. Please like and share this video. I want you to subscribe to this channel for more nutrition tips for you to live